The Roads of Avalon, a place full of mystery and danger, with strong bosses, big loot, and a lot more content for us Albion players. And I'm here to test if they're good for solo players, especially for beginners. I'm also new to Albion, and so I think I'm the perfect person to test this. So what's in the agenda today? First we will start with solo Avalonian dungeons, then we will continue with solo chests all over the map, and then I will try gathering and test this too. Here we are at our first dungeon, but one thing you have to know is that everyone can see the dungeon on the map and can join over the whole time while you're in the dungeon, so be careful. The mobs in these dungeons aren't special, they are exactly the same tier as the map, the Avalonian map is you're in. So you don't have to bring some special or high tier gear, just bring your normal tier 6, tier 7 stuff, depends on which Avalonian zone level you're in. So I killed all mobs and man, I hate these ones. They are so annoying with their shield, that's crazy. Here we go, our first chest, the green one from a side boss, 3k, okay, right. Second side boss in the dungeon, and man, this dude does a lot of damage. Okay, blue one. 46k, okay, not bad. Definitely better than the normal Blackstone dungeons, with no doubt. Okay, let's see what our first boss drops. It's a purple chest. Here is. What the hell? Bro. Okay, I didn't expect this. This is 421k. A 5.3 cape? For 300k, okay. That's not bad. I hope that's every time like this. So I will go back to Arthur's Rest where I started and bank it, and then we'll continue. Okay, they're literally dying between, I don't know, 20 people, but I think they won't go in a solo dungeon, right? So I'm going in. But this dungeon was different. I don't know what happened in my brain, but I get brain lag after brain lag. I will show you what I mean. After killing the first side boss, I was wondering why the hell does the chest not open? And yeah, it was because I didn't kill enough enemies, but to this point I didn't notice that. And so I kept going and fought the boss. Oh, this isn't a side boss, it's a final boss. Okay, now I get it. I'm so dumb. Oh, now I understand. This is the final boss. I didn't know that I have to kill a specific number of enemies in the dungeon for a side boss. Okay, I think I learned something new. Then I have to go back after killing the boss. Okay. Oh, finally. I'm so dumb. 50k. Okay, it was worth to go back, I think. Let's see. 20k. Okay, that's bad. I guess the epic chest was a bit lucky. But we're playing another one. Let's go, another epic chest. Oh, a serious connection problem. I guess I have to wait. Okay, we're back. 180k. Not as good as the first chest, but not bad for a solo dungeon. 50k. Okay, from a side boss. Let's go. Okay, so we're done with the fourth dungeon. And that's the loot we got from the last two, about 300k. Not too bad for about 30 minutes of playtime. So that's all the loot we got, and that makes a total of about 900k silver from 4 dungeons. If you watched to this point, it would mean a lot to me if you hit the subscribe and like button. And maybe leave a comment if you want to. Now continue with the video. Next we're fighting for some solo chests, and you always want to look for these green ones. They are for solo players, the blue ones for a small team, and the yellow ones for huge groups. So always look for the green ones. Now here we are at our first boss location. You only have to kill all drones which are around the boss. Then you can kill the boss and loot the chest, and that's it. And there are 2 types of chests. There are small chests like this one and bigger chests, and the bigger chests obviously has better loot, but I did manage to find a lot of them, only one, and this one was always contested, so I couldn't loot it, and I focused on the small chests and checked if they are worth it too. And that's how the loot turned out from the small chests. Okay. So as far as this goes, I can say these small chests, I think they're always green, and they aren't worth it. Not in a tier 4 zone, and not in a tier 6 zone. So for a solo player, don't open these small chests for profit. It's really not worth. But for the test, I continued this for pretty much an hour, and that's the profit I made. Yep, 285k silver in 1 hour, so not that good. Now let's hop right into our last test, which is gathering in the Avalonian Roads. I'm only tier 3 and 4, so the profit isn't that high, but it can skyrocket if you have higher tier gear. On the map you see these icons from hide or ore, for example, and then you always want to go to this place because there can spawn some big mobs with a lot of loot. And I mean, you can gather on the ways, on the paths of the Avalonian Roads too, but it's not that efficient than if you find a huge monster. So basically what I'm doing, I'm trying to get to these icons here, and I gather everything I see on the way. That's it. But I made a huge mistake. Probably you recognized that I didn't wear normal armor, but gathering gear, and that was a fatal mistake. Because I nearly wasn't able to kill these huge mobs I told you before, so it was pretty tough. But after a few times trying, I got the hang of it, and then I managed to kill it and loot it. Sadly, I couldn't finish it because I saw players at the bottom of my screen, so I had to run because they dismounted at me. But after running a few meters, I continued gathering normally with the same strategy, found the mobs on the way, and go to the huge icons on the minimap. So I found another huge tree monster and I gathered it too. Let's go, this is important. I think I have to deal with this for quite a bit of time. I kept the gathering going until I had about 40 minutes in the Avalonian Roads. Then I went home, and that's the profit I made. It was about 100k silver, but remember, I only had tier 3 and tier 4 gathering tools, so if you have higher tier tools, you can gather much faster and higher tier, so you can make a lot more money. Now we're at the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. See you next time, and I'm out.